Hey Jeff,
Hey.
we're in this 7-part series to help sellers in their pain points.
Yes.
Tell us what step 2 is all about.
I'll be happy to, Susan. Thank you for asking. Well, part 1, we talked about the magic wand question and how to start forming a game plan. Part 2 is, where in the world am I going? Because you kind of have to know where you're going in order to get there. So that's what we need to talk about. So are you an empty nester? The kids have already left. Do you need to downsize? Did you Brady Bunch and suddenly you've got a lot more kids and you need to upsize and figure out you need to right size? Or are you looking for your dream home? You simply want to get your life right and live your best life and move to the lake or move to the beach or wherever. So we've got to figure out what that is, and it's very important to do that. So we're going to sit down and talk about what your wants and needs are of your next home and start to sort out your options. You may be in a position that you're looking to help a child move to college and want to do something there, or help a parent maybe that needs to downsize, or a family member or something like that. So that's really what it is we're simply going to sit down and figure out where you're going and look at some of the potential options of how we can get you there. So if that seems of interest to you, give us a call and tune in for part 3.
Well, I will have some more questions, Jeff. So some people just feel paralyzed. I go back to that word a lot because people do really feel paralyzed. Mm-hmm. They are scared to have a professional over. They don't know where to start. They do know that they're not living their best life and they want to move somewhere, and they sometimes even want to live on the lake, or they have ideas about where they want to go. They might even want to move to Florida or the beach, but they get stuck in paralyzation land. How can you help them when you come over, and how can you help them?
So, great question. So I think there's a couple parts to that. One of the ways I do that is, and Susan, you've seen me do this before, is like, what is it specifically that paralyzes you, right? And you put your hands out in front, and Jeff, I'm worried and I'm upset. These are the things that scare me, and I visualize and tell you, all right, put it right here. Visually put it right here, and then hand it to me.
You do that.
And
I've seen you do that.
Yes,
right.
Let me take that problem from you, and it's mine, and you can't have it back because you gave it to me to deal with. And I find that helps a lot of folks move past that. But secondly, let's paint a vision. Again, if you don't know where you're going, let's sit down and say, hey, well, what about this? Well, this is what the listed options are, and that helps you visualize where you're going and gets you beyond a lot of that fear and anxiety. We've got a couch right here in our office. I make a pretty darn good counselor and shrink. So we'll sit down and we'll help you through those fears and paralyzations.
Thank you, Jeff.
You got it.
See you on step 3.
Bye.